Hi guys, welcome back to my War of the Vision review video. Now I'm gonna review Orlandeau. So many players hype for him. Is he worth the hype? Let's take a look on his stats. Like you can see that Orlandeau attack stats is quite decent, but Stern is much better. Stern also has better dexterity, agility, and luck. Luckily, Orlandeau has critical hit rate boost while Stern doesn't. Another thing to pay attention is the health. Orlandeau has 50% more health compared to Stern, which is insane. Orlandeau also gets defense +2, which is useful. This means Orlandeau is a tanky attacker, unlike Stern, who is a glass cannon. Compared to Ramza, I must say their stats are about the same. Ramza has higher magic stats though, because he needs that for his limited burst and spell blade job. Orlandeau master ability gives you slash attack +10, which is good because all of his jobs deal slash type damage. You also get defense +5, that means he has +7 defense in total. This will be useful when you use one of his support abilities, which reduce his defense. For attack type resistance, Orlandeau is weak against two types of attack, magic and pierce type. However, he is strong against other attack type, which is good. I think Orlandeau's weakness is his movement range. It is 3 moves and 1 jump. So yes, he is very slow, and luckily he has many ranged attacks despite being a melee character. So that's all for his stats. Let's talk about his jobs. So Orlandeau's main job is Sword Saint. It is a unique job special to him, and it is superb. All the abilities are useful and they are ranged attack. You can reduce enemies' attack and defense, which are always good. Want to recover from damage? You can use Shadow Blade. And unlike Gavgorian, he is quite tanky, so you don't need to use it that often. Remember, you can only use this 3 times. So you want to use it only when necessary. For real damaging ability, I believe you know the infamous Divine Ruination. It was meta attack on Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, and if I remember correctly, it is called Holy Explosion on real Final Fantasy Tactic. Divine Ruination is AoE attack. It is straight line, so it may be hard to position lots of enemies, but the range is ridiculously long. 5 squares. The weakness, you can only use this twice per battle, but that's it. Really good character. For subclass, I think Samurai is the best, okay, because Samurai has Kongo. It is basically 3 range Divine Ruination. So if you have used all your Divine Ruination, you can use this Kongo. Samurai is also able to raise everyone's brave stats. Okay, so it's worth noting that Orlandeau is able to raise everyone's brave to 97 by casting this on every battle. So if you don't have 0, you can use Orlandeau to raise your party brave level, okay, permanent. Sword Saint subclass is not bad though. Cross Helm and Hallowed Bolt are ranged attack, but the damage scale is only small and medium. So I prefer to have Kongo if I'm using Orlandeau. That's why I choose Samurai. But if you want to choose Sword Saint, that's also good. What about Knights? Knight is also good, but that's only if you want to make Orlandeau into Breaker. Knight subclass has Trinity Break, which is very useful because it reduces 3 stats at once. The range is also decent, but I think you may don't need a break because you can kill the enemy quickly, okay? And as a 5-star character, he does have limit burst, unlike that Tancred. His limit burst is powerful and has wide range AoE. The best part is it grants him haste. Like you have known that his agility is mediocre, so this one definitely fixes that problem temporarily because only lasts for 3 turns. For support abilities, the best are Thunder God and Blade Soul. Make sure you level up the Thunder God to the max as soon as possible though. On the maximum level, it increases 60% attack and only reduce 8% of all attack resistance instead of 20%. So it is really important, guys. Blade Soul is also very good. On the maximum level, it increases 25% attack and 12% evasion. The downside is it reduces defense stats. Only 3. Remember that he has 7 defense boosts. So yes, he is still tanky as an attacker. Other support abilities are kind of niche. They fall into defensive categories, but in normal situation, you won't even bother to equip them. For reaction, I think it is Auto Refresh or Sword Guard. Auto Refresh is nice to refill your AP. Remember that his movement range is bad, so you may have a problem going near enemies when you cannot use your abilities. So this helps, but if you don't think AP is a problem for you, go for Sword Guard as it may reduce damage you get from enemies. So for Vision card, for UR rarity, the best is of course the Ramza Vision card. It increases your slash attack and raise party's agility. So yes, it makes your Orlandeau hits harder and make him act faster, okay, because of agility boost. For mega rare rarity, there are 2 cards which caught my attention. The first one is Iron Giant card. It increases your slash attack, which is very good, but the drawback is it reduces your agility. Like you know that Orlandeau agility is already not that special, so if you reduce his agility further, he gonna act really slow on the battle, okay? But if you are okay with that, then go ahead. Foe of Love also really good because it increases your slash attack. What's not to hate about this card? But the bad news is you cannot use duplicate vision card, and this vision card is the best card for your tanker, okay, because it has hate plus attribute which make enemy attack the character. And yes, I can say Orlandeau is quite tanky, but he is not a tanker, so this card is good but maybe not best if you have a tank. Better put this on your tank. The last is Secret Order. It can be equipped by anyone because it gives your party slash attack boost. So yes, it will benefit for Orlandeau. And yes, if you also want to equip it on Orlandeau, it is also good because it increases your agility, okay? It kind of fixes his weakness. But be careful because it reduces your spirit stats. Spirit stats affect your magic defense, okay? And like you know, Orlandeau already take extra damage from magic, so your Orlandeau will be a little bit weaker if you equip this card, okay? For SR rarity, I don't think there are any SR cards which really benefit him. Simply search for the highest attack stats, okay? You can use bombs, fun time to increase his critical rate, okay? And Trustmaster reward. His Trustmaster reward is really good for survivability, as it gives you high health, defense, and spirit boost. The active ability also grants you barrier, but I'm not sure how useful the barrier is, okay? The point here is, even if the Trust Master reward suck, it may be not, okay? You gonna still max Orlandeau, right? Because he is amazing. So yes, it is just nice bonus for having him, but it is not a trust, guys. The health boost is quite big, 300. So yes, pretty good. And my conclusion for Orlandeau. Orlandeau is insanely powerful melee character. Almost all of his abilities are range attack, which is good to compensate his bad movement range. Too bad that he is limited attacker. So it is now or never if you want to have him. If you think that, yeah, I will get him later when he returns on second Final Fantasy Tactic event, then don't. Okay, the next Final Fantasy Tactic banner, yes, it has Orlandeau, but it's only nice because they help you to complete, in quote, your Orlandeau. Let's say you, at this point, you're only able to raise Orlandeau to limit break 4. Then the second Final Fantasy Tactic event will be useful to max your Orlandeau. But let's say you want to start fresh Orlandeau at that time, whoa, you will have harder time to max him at that time, okay? So for free-to-play players, make sure you have counted your Viciors, okay? If you don't have enough Viciors, then simply neglect him. You can see my previous video about, Viciors you need to get to max your Orlandeau, okay? You can see on the link below, okay? So yeah, I think that's all you need to know about Orlandeau. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more War of the Vision video. Bye bye guys.